Good morning and happy Friday. I'm going to show you how I interwove the crappie spots using chenille. We're starting out with a Sally Hansen hard as nail top coat for the glue. This is a chartreuse green embroidery thread. I'm using one chartreuse green marabou for the tail feather. I'm adding a little bit of green crystal flash to the tail feather. I was really trying to go for a more realistic look with this and imitate a baby crappie. Looking to get that silver white belly color and the black dots pattern that you get with the crappie. I'm using a black micro chenille for the crappie spots. I'm going to put that on first. And I like to lay the sides down and then push it to the side on each side so that they're in place. After that's secure, I'm using a green crystal braid for the belly. I like to use 3 strands and then double it back. Sometimes it seems too thick, so you could just use 2 strands, and I think that would also work. But sometimes those are a little thin, so it's really just, you gotta get a feel for it. It also depends on the size of your jig. For the body, I went with a grass green medium chenille. I like to use the medium chenille for the body and then a micro chenille for the belly or the accents, say a side stripe or the dot pattern that we're doing today. So it's best to tie your belly color on first. I was a little backwards today and did not do that, but I'm getting my stuff organized and moving the belly chenille out of the way and getting ready to do my first wrap. You want to separate your belly from your accent color. Pulling your accent color forward allows you to wrap over with your belly color. So I'm pulling all 4 strands forward and then doing my first wrap. 1 full wrap. You want your green chenille to go over your bottom black micro chenille and then leave the top chenille loose, because we're going to go over the green chenille with that the next time. So then on your next wrap, you're going to go under or over on the top and under on the bottom, and then pull tight your little dots each time you go around, and you're just going in the opposite direction of the next one. So like here, we're going to go and pull the bottom micro chenille under your green chenille, and then we're going to move the top black accent to go over. So it's just kind of a over under pattern with both of your strings, which you're really working with 4 pieces of micro black. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little challenging, but I think it turned out great. And so this is probably my 3rd jig I've ever tried to braid anything with anything like this on, and so I think, with practice it'll be easier, but it is a little complicated. So if you need to, just rewind the video and remember over under on both sides. The collar around the neck can get a little thick, so make sure you cut really close to the head with some fine tip sharp scissors. Also, I've found that if you miss some of your micro chenille, you really have to make sure you get it in there and go kind of around it a couple times and make sure you catch it, because it does, not this one particularly, but some of the side stripes I've had pull loose because they weren't secure enough in my first ties. Here I just secure a little bit more. I always do the belly last, just to give it that finished look. But make sure you get the tail separated from your belly and lay it down nice and flat. Make sure your braids are nice and flat and in a line. And I think it looks a lot better like that. But the same as any chenille, you just pull it over, give it a couple wraps, and trim close with your scissors. But as you can see, there's a little bit of chaff left over. Just go in and try to get that trimmed up. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, guys. I hope you learned something today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave us a like and a subscribe, and it'll help the channel out a lot. The spawn is on, and I hope you catch all the slabs the law allows. Bye for now.